side, that's going to be slant height. We use a cursive L for that. Slant height. I just want you to see this in physics. We use a cursive L. We don't use an S because we don't want to mix it up with the word side. That is the outside slant height. It is associated with the outside of the cone. Then you have what's called the inside height, also known as the true height. And Nemen, what's another name? Starts with an A? Altitude. Eric said it. Altitude. That one, you take it straight down. We dot it because technically it goes to the middle of the circle there. So let me make this more 3D-ish. Goes right to the middle, and it smacks the base at a right angle. Always makes the right angle. Always. And we use a capital H. Or excuse me, lowercase h. An outside height and an inside height. Okay? Now, I'd like you to trace up the slant height, trace down the true height, and across the radius. Out loud, what kind of triangle do you got? Bingo. So watch out. You're going to have a lot of right triangle stuff going on today. All right, right down here. Volume is how many dimensions? 3 dimensions. Therefore, when we go from a prism, make a little box for a prism, to a pyramid, there's going to be a factor of a fraction, and that fraction is going to be 1/3. I'll explain that in just a moment. Okay, volume is, underline the word inside measurement. If volume's an inside measurement, therefore we use the inside, what's called true height. Dr. Chow also called the altitude. So when we deal with volume, we deal with the true height, not the slant height. Be very careful with that. Okay, put your pencils down. All right, if you're a cheerleader, I am so excited. The fraction from a prism to pyramid is 1/3. Yes, you're so joining me right now. Ready? Watch the hands. Go with me. Volume is 3 dimensions. Therefore, the fraction from a prism to a pyramid is 1/3. If you're associating volume, let's do it one more time. A little bit more gusto. Okay, ready? Volume is 3 dimensions. Therefore, dangerous. Okay, so on that note, folks, ready? On that note, okay, you learned last class, volume of a prism is simply base times height. So always shade the base. Come over here, shade the base. We always shade our bases. So in a prism, there's 2 of them. And to find the volume, we find the area of one base times the height, which is the distance between the bases. Underneath that capital B, write area of. That's a bad of. So remember, capital B means area of. What's the fraction from prism to pyramid? What is it? 1/3. Okay, so this helps the memorization. For a pyramid, you still start by shading the base. And you're still going to find the area of the base times the true height But we're going to divide by what, folks? 3, because the fraction from a prism to a pyramid is 1/3. You lose volume when you come to a point. We're going to do 2 problems together. Get out your calculators on your desk because I'm going to start landing on people real quick here. So you're going to do lots of calculations for me. Everything under there is 50 cents, buddy. But let's get through these examples first. Okay. Trade. Five steps that we are doing the same steps. Step number 1, shade the base. And our base here is a circle. This is a snow cone. I'll give you the approximation of the measurements. Generally, it's about 7 inches down the side there. And the width of the mouth is approximately 3 inches. Okay, so step 1 is we shade it. Ready? Now, so pay attention. Kelly, what's the shape of our base here? What's the shape of our base, ma'am? Circle. How do you find area of a circle, ma'am? Great. So our base is a circle. It's an icon. It's a circle. We go pi r squared. Ready? Physically trace your radius. Physically. Caitlin, what's our radius, ma'am? Fabulous. That's 1.5. So come over here. Circle radius. We're going to go 1.5 and we're going to square it. We're going to leave this in pi form, which means ignore pi. Okay, ignore pi. Ready? 1.5 squared. I'm going to land on someone in 10 seconds. Okay, good. What's your 1.5 squared, buddy? 2.25 it is. There it is. Okay, label it, guys. What is the capital D? 2.25 pi. Always label as you find stuff. We just found our base. Ready? Physically trace the true height. Morgan, do we have the true height, ma'am? No. So we're going to put an H and a question mark. Ready? Let's draw it. That's our X, folks. I think you can see where we're going with this. That's 7. Okay? You start working it. You know what you're doing. Have 2 sides, need 3rd side. Wrong. You do the math, folks. You do the math. I'm going to land on you in 30 seconds. Zach, could you stay seated until you're done, please? Yeah. I really like you to do the math. Take it to the 10th place, folks. McKinley, you guys can eat as long as your pencils can stay moving at all times, guys. So keep up with me, okay? All right, McKinley, what'd you get, man? Okay, go ahead. Yes, okay, we're going to take it to the 10th place. So we write H is 6.8, fit. Keep track of your steps. You're going to have lots of moving parts here. It's important you box and label everything. Okay, now we come down below, write in your volume equation, go. Volume is base times height over what? 3. This is for a cone. Base times height over 3. Now let's circle plug check. Our base, we have it already. Our height. Notice, I like to actually draw arrows and show stuff where I'm plugging it in, over 3. Do this in pi form. In other words, multiply out the blue, divide by the green, and get me that number, and just tack on pi, and don't forget your units. Okay, can you give me an example? And what do you have? Okay, so in your calculator, can you please? Okay, fabulous. Okay, get me that number in the yellow, guys. Get me that number in the yellow. We're going to leave this in pi form. Come on. You do the math. You do the math. Okay, Sophia, what'd you get, ma'am? And it's inches cubed. I'm going to box that. I'm going to write the word volume, and I am done. Say base equations. Circle plug chat. Okay, that whole circle plug chat is really important. Let's do the one down below. Step number 1, shade your base. Go. Shade your base. Shade your base there, folks. All righty. Megan, what's the shape of our base, ma'am? Specifically, what kind of triangle? Right triangle. Fabulous. Jake, tell us, how do we find the area of a right triangle? It is base times height over 2, but take a look here. In this right triangle, we actually call the bases the what? Guys, be specific. In a right triangle, your base and your height are your legs. It's very important because it's twisted around. Okay, so we're trying to find the area of that right triangle. Let's pull that right triangle over here where you can see it. It's a little bit easier to see. That's 12. That's 20. Do you have your other leg? Do you see you need? Yes, you need to solve. Okay, so you need to solve for that leg. Start solving. X squared, 12 squared, 20 squared. Go. You've got 30 seconds. All right, so what'd you get? 16, and so now we plug it in. Our one leg is going to be 12. Our other leg is 16 over 2. Get your hands off those calculators, folks. You can do this longhand. Welcome to 3rd grade math. Come on, guys. Single and double digit multiplication, you should not be reaching for your calculators. Use your brain. It's good for the brain. You can do this. Yes, sir. Yeah, well, you found 16 Pythagorean theorem. All righty, guys, and so our base is going to be 96 meters squared. Box that. That's your B. Okay, man, it's area. Area of the base. Area is how many dimensions, my dear? Bingo. That's why it's 2. We're not in volume yet. We're not in volume. Nate, do we have the true height, buddy? Do we have the height inside the pyramid, Nathan? Yes, let's write it down. Our H is 22 meters. Now let's come down here. We write our equation. Area of the base times height over 3. Shade, base, equations, circle, plug, chug. That's 3. Let's do the math together. Ready? Base, 96. Our height, we already have, 22 over 3. Get your hands off the calculators. 3 goes into 9 3 times. 3 goes into 6 twice. I have 32 times 22 in the margin. Do the math longhand, guys. It's good for the brain. Really hoping we're being sarcastic here. All righty. So now we write volume equals out loud. What'd you get? Out loud? You forgot to divide by 3? Okay. Meters cubed. Okay, Caitlin, tell us, why is it meters cubed now and not square? Beautiful. Yes, Jack. All right, guys, ready? Get started working on pages 4, 5, and 6. I have 4 of you. You're drowning. I know you're drowning. I'm going to do all of page 4 and 5 with you. Call your name. You're going to roll up. Lexi, roll up. Nate, roll up. Let's go. Zach, roll up, please. Who else wants to join me up here? I'm going to be doing problems with you. Okay, Megan, Kayla, do you want to roll up and do pages 4 and 5 with me? Lexi, I really want you to work with me, sweetheart, since you missed a bunch of stuff. Okay, Jared, roll up. Okay, Sarah, roll back. Get your calculator and roll up. That's fine. Yes, ma'am? Quickly? Okay, guys, we're going to do page 4. Yes, I did say lights out. The reason why you guys are here, it just takes some repetition to kind of get this down. Just a little repetition. So we're going to do some repetition so you don't get lost.
What was the story? Oh, right.
All right, guys. Okay. Lexi, can you read the yellow, please? Okay, that's number 1. What's your? Yes, ma'am. I was at the other side of the church. So I was praying with somebody else. Yes, she's got her body. So it's like, cool. All right, guys. So, guys, shade the square base. Just work with me, buddy. Okay, honest, you'll understand it. Shade the what? Is that shade to the base? Okay, we're skipping. That's review, guys. Okay, so what's the shape of our base, Nathan? It's a square. Okay, ready? So, shade. Now, we write the equation for the square base. Zach, how do you find the area of a square?
Like 360, something.
You're making my super hard stuff, just a square. Square. Take one side. Okay, square. Okay, side square. Side, 12 square. See 12 times 12. Okay, so we just found our P. Our capital is 144. We check for units. We don't have units, so we simply write it square. That is capital B. Anything B? Okay. Now, physically trace your true height. Jared, do we have the true height? So we write it out. Our H is going to be 12. So now we come down here, we write our equation for volume of a pyramid. Lexi, volume of a pyramid is what? Over? Yes, ma'am, because volume is 3 dimensions. So the fraction between a prism and a pyramid. Ready? Circle the capital B. Now come up here, Zach. What is our capital B that we're plugging in?
144.
So we're going to go 144 times. Circle the H. Nathan, what's our H? 12. And Jared, we're putting it over what? Get your hands off the calculator, sir. 3. Fabulous. Now we're going to take the 3 into the 12. Tyler, 3 goes into 12 how many times? 4 it is. Ready? So in the margin, 144 times 4, because you're smart like that.
5,760.
Try it again.
Just kidding.
Good long hand. What do you get for the volume, folks? Yeah. So we write volume equals 576. You check for units. It's going to be units. No units there, so we call it cubed. Why? It's 3 dimensions. Box it. Yes, ma'am. You don't or do? Okay, fabulous. Go like this with your arms. Now, a prism is straight up and down, right? Go like this pyramid. Do you see that you're losing volume? And the prism's okay, you're losing volume. Does that make sense? Okay, volume is only 3. So we lose the factor of a 3. Because volume is 3. Therefore, when you go base times high, when volume, let's do another one. It's really simple. All prisms and cylinders are base times height. All cones and pyramids are base times height over 3. Yes. The only other thing you're going to learn is a sphere, and that's something else completely different. You'll get that tomorrow night. Okay? Ready? Shade the base. Let's come over here. Let's do another one. Let's shade our base. Basically, shade the base. All right, Zach, what's the shape of our base?
Oval.
It's a circle, technically. You got to think in 3D. It's a circle. Okay, so Zach, how do you find the area of a circle?
Why do you give me all the hard questions?
Apple?
Hi.
Uh-huh.
Good. Pretty good. Really good.
Really. So we have 5 others.
Yeah.
So now we come over here, physically trace your radius. Jared, what's our radius? Uh-huh. What is it? Good. So raise circle R for radius. Come over here, 4.1. We're going to square that. And then we're simply going to tack pi in. So on your calculators, 4.1 times 4.1. 4.1 times 4.1. It's not 16.1. Okay, great. So this is going to be 16.8. Guys, can you just, on your calculators, can you write 4.1 times 4.1 equals? What do you get? Yes. You got 16.8. Okay, guys, box that. My sign, check this as centimeter squared. Got your Kayla, you need to keep your pencil moving, dear.
Gosh,
Now, physically trace your true height. Tyler, what's our true height? You are correct. We write H 6.8. Now we come down here. Lexi, what's our equation for volume of a cone?
Oh, that's fun.
Lovely. Fabulous. Now, we circle plug chug. Okay, so circle B for base. Back, what's our base? Don't forget, don't drop the pi.
5.
Got it? Good. Nathan, what's our height? Yes, sir. 6.8. And then we're going to divide by what, Jared? 3. Okay, guys, so basically you multiply the yellows, divide by the green, and get the blue, and then just tap pi at it. Go. Multiply the yellows, divide by the green. I'm glad you're estimating. That's good that you're estimating. It's good to estimate before you plunk stuff in your calculator. Got it already, buddy? What you got? Yeah. 38.8, and then what's our units there, Jared?
38.08.
Oh, so it's 08? 38.1. Okay, we'll take that. Yep. Alrighty. Never give me a whole number unless it is a whole number. What's our units, Jared? Centimeters what, buddy? It is cubed, sir. Box that. Write the word volume.
All right.
Do you want to do one more? You guys want to do one more, or do you want to work on your own? Lexi, do you want to do another one? Okay, guys.